Alright, here's a little tool we picked up from Harbor Freight. Had a friend of mine tell me about these, and then actually got online and looked, and seen a couple of videos out there where people had luck with them, so I figured why not try it. This is it's from Harbor Freight, Central Machinery, and all it is a portable sandblasting gun kit. You know, as it says there, 18 ounce. And people I seen on there were actually using baking soda. So that's what we're going to try. It's just regular old baking soda. You can get it. I should have just bought one, just in case I didn't have any luck with it. But Amazon, great deal. You can get them for less than $1 a box on there if you shop around. And of course, I bought a whole case of it. And but this is pretty basic setup. And so you have, this is how it comes out of the box. You have your manual telling you how to operate it. And here's your tool itself. Has take the lid off. Has your screen, you know, so you can sift through everything, make sure there's no lumps to clog your gun up. And it makes it kind of nice, but I figured out a different way to do it. Now this lid, there's, you know, front and back, has a flat spot, so I was trying to keep it, when the lid goes on, the banding, try to keep it, I don't think I honestly know if it makes a difference, but I was trying to keep it in a flat spot just so it doesn't hopefully ruin it. But it's super basic set. It comes with bottom half for your hose to hook up. Does not come with your thread tape. I had to buy that separate, but it was like 99 cents or something stupid, and it's like next to nothing. Comes with 2 nozzles, easy to put on. This goes in place like so. And it comes with your brass. You screw it on and hold it down. And it says in there not to use a tool to tighten, so it's just hand tight. Just crank it down, get as tight as you can with your hand, and supposedly that's it. Hook your air up and ready to go. And the first thing we're going to try it on after, of course, I got to put the thread tape and all that on. And I have this old intake, spare intake I have for that truck out back of my daughter's. I don't know how well that picks it up. This thing is absolutely filthy. And the main purpose of this tool was to get to the Ninja that my son is going to slowly work on over the summer. I don't know how much of that will get done because he's getting ready to go to Alabama for a few months, but so we'll slowly work on it. But the purpose of that is it has the wheels on that Ninja are cast aluminum. Just cast aluminum intake. So instead of screwing those wheels up or just not working, I'd rather find out on this old intake instead. So the other thing I'm curious of is, which is a good intake, there's nothing wrong with it, it's just dirty from setting. I'm going to try it on it, and I picked up a couple odds and other odds and ends that I didn't need. Extra air hose, all that hoopla, but your baking soda comes in, if it's picking it up when you get it. I mean, there's lumps in there, and I'm thinking that it would most likely be easier, all that dust. And the other thing is, I forgot to grab a pair of safety glasses. I did grab a mask because all the dust it's going to create when it's blowing around. I don't want to inhale it. So I recommend this one's a KN95, and eye protection obviously. But this, where it's got so many hard, and that's pretty good, not like rock hard, but I mean they're hard lumps, and you know, I figured we're going to get them in a bowl, and I had a screwdriver here somewhere, this will work. So I figured, see how hard it would be to just break it up in a bowl. It seems to be working. just seems like it'd be easier to break it up into something and pour it in through the screen, through that sifter in there, instead of getting it in here and have to constantly bang at it to get it to go through. So what I'll do is get this to where it's all busted up, go into the gun a little easier, get the threaded tape on, and we'll take the intake outside and the gun outside, hook it up, and we'll see what happens. I'm hoping it works. I mean, I don't expect it to come out spotless, but I got this intake we're going to try it on, and I have an old, because the videos I was watching, these guys were actually taking rust off of steel wheels, and I have an old master cylinder that was on that K20. It's sitting out there, it's kind of rusty, so I'll hit it too, just out of curiosity, just to see how good it works. If it does work, if it don't work, we're about to find out. Alright, so it didn't make much of a difference with, I smashed it up in the bulb. There's still like little pieces that are soft, but that mesh screen in there, it's so fine that it didn't make a difference. It didn't like just fall straight through, which I kind of really expect it to. But getting it in here, I got just a flat, small little flathead screwdriver, just moving it around, and seems to be dropping down through fine, just like that. But we'll see. I'll get her filled up, and then we'll make it out there and try it out. Now, this might be a little bit of a tip if you have a vise. Instead of holding it, it's a little easier. I just have to hold the screen, but just to hold the gun in place, so you're not having to hold it. I had kind of had baking soda going everywhere with me. This seems to be working good. As you're spinning it around, just make sure you don't jam your screwdriver down. If probably a dowel rod would probably be best, but if you're using a screwdriver, just don't jam down. You don't want to screw your screen up. I got it to where it's just barely, you might be able to hear it on the camera, where it's just barely touching the screen, just enough to where I know it's there, and not pushing down. It's just kind of like rubbing on it, like this. And seems to be working pretty good. It's getting it down in there, but holds a lot. Alright, so we're somewhere in between 90 and 100 psi on the compressor. I do have it adjusted down, so I mean it just kicked itself off, so we're about to see. I do got my K90 KN95 mask on. I should have got some eye protection, but alright, so we're on. See what we get. Hopefully that's picking that up. That's actually, let me see. So we'll try to get it down into these hard spots where your bolts go in the middle of your intake manifold. I'm actually impressed. What is that? It's been wet right there. Here, you want to try it?
What is it?
If this works out right, I'm going to give it to you to use on that bike. Just don't get in the dust. It's wild. I mean, it's actually working, but it must have something damp on it. Oh, I bet it's moisture coming out of the air compressor.
That's good.
Here, if you're going to, well, here, hang on. What I do want to try it on is that master cylinder. I can't breathe with that mask on, but yeah, I wonder if that's what that is. The compressor does not have a filter piece on it, for moisture coming through the line. But man, that's crazy. That's like brand new.
What is this, just air?
No, it's baking soda. Just have to shake it. Here, let me open the lens up a little bit so they can see it. I can't believe it's picking up like, or spraying like it. Hang on. I'm gonna get right here on the end, and you can try it. Just maybe I'll just give you this mask to put on. That's amazing. See the difference? There, see it picks up on camera. Between, here's this. Take this mask because you don't want to be breathing that crap in. Oh yeah, you can see it. Right up through here. You see where it cleaned it off compared to what we're going to do. We'll get this intake out of the way and spray on that sucker and see what happens. Just shake it around a little bit, get that stuff mixing up. It holds 1 pound. Now, if it cleans that up, it'll be a miracle. That thing is. It does get some of it. I think it's getting air or moisture from the air compressor. I think it's the problem we're having. This thing, because I don't have that filter thing on it. Does it look like it's bringing anything off?
I don't really know what I'm looking for.
See how it's all rusty? It's got like all this green funk. So tell you, this master cylinder's been sitting out in the weather because all it is a core. It's no good. It's been sitting out in the weather for a minimum of 2 years. Well, you can't expect miracles, right? Yep. Alright, hang on before we run out. Let's try this. Let's get this out of the way. I mean, it took all the loose rust off. Open the lid, don't squeeze the trigger. Make sure there's still some in there. Clean that up. There's enough to try this. Go ahead and put your cap back on. See if we can access that wheel. Let me get the camera. Good Lord, I didn't even think about it covering, getting everything on the camera, but see if I can zoom down in there enough. This is just a piece of the aluminum wheel that's on the bike he's doing. There. Right down here, this is all cast aluminum, just like that intake. Holy crap, dude.
I'm breathing in this.
Try shaking the hopper around, so it might just be dang, that's a miracle in itself. That's smooth.
Still gets it like that too.
Yeah, on the rotor. Out. Yep, we're getting there. It'll be a lot easier when we actually do them because they'll be off the bike. The tire will be dismounted, you know, and all that stuff. Whew. It makes a mess, don't it?
Yep.
But man, that is a difference. Can you zoom in on that and see the difference?
Yeah, you can see the difference.
Can you see the difference? I mean, that's smooth, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. I mean, that took it down to smooth aluminum. I'm pretty impressed. I was saying, I watched those videos online, man. Everybody was talking about doing this.
Definitely helped.
And it made a difference, and it made a hell of a difference on this intake.
Hurts a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want to spray it on your skin. Yeah, you can play around with it some on that intake and try to get the hang of it. Yes, they're probably getting low. But good shit, quick.
Whoa.
Oh, there you go. Now you're getting some. The hopper, I put 1 pound of baking soda in it and it had room for more. Yeah, I think it'll be alright once you get the hang of using it. Cool. Alright. I'll wrap it up with that. He can keep playing with this thing, get the hang of it, and spray it. Actually, before we go, the thermostat housing where it's chrome plated, see if you got enough left in there to spray it. Let's see what it does.
Oh yeah, it's making it smooth.
Polishing it up. Yeah, it's
See it.
yeah, as you can feel the little where it's old, got some crusties on it. Yeah, blast that thing, see if it smooths out. Heck yeah, man. I like it. Man, that's a world of difference right there, man. I can't believe that. I mean, it's far from perfect, but all that stuff, I mean, you can just see on the intake, I mean, I think where it's clumping right there, I about guarantee that's moisture coming from the air compressor.
Oh, 100%.
That is cool, man. Alright, that'll be it. I don't want to hold you guys up too long. I didn't sit here and play with this thing, but I guess it actually worked. That makes a heck of a mess, but
Cool.
so that's the thing. I got this. The main purpose of getting it was to do the wheels on the bike he's working on, but I just wanted to try it on a couple other things first, so we didn't like totally scratch the wheels or anything like that. But it seems to be working, so that's our review on it. I mean, especially coming from a couple of people I've never used one of these in my life. I know he hasn't, so it's simple to use. Definitely worth buying. Get on Amazon. We bought 12 1-pound boxes of baking soda for like 17 bucks. That's, shipping and all straight to the house. Had it the next day. Alright guys, thanks for watching.